Hey everyone. Yes, I am back. Thank you for joining. Come on in, come on in. For those who may not know, my name is Daphne Lee, and I'm a current member of the Dance Theater of Harlem. Thank you so much for joining my class today. It will be a Horton-based class where you're learning a little bit of the modern technique. For those who may not know, Lester Horton designed this modern technique, and it's one of the 5 codified techniques that we do have. And I learned a little bit of it through my training. So let's get on down. First thing we're gonna do is make sure you have some space, make sure you have some water, a little towel in case you're gonna be sweating. We will do a little bit of floor work, but just try to get comfortable, and I will talk about modifications. I know everybody's space is different. So the first thing we're gonna do are our roll downs. You're gonna roll down, feet in parallel position, hip width apart, rolling down for 4 and rolling up for 4, making sure we're tucking that chin into the chest as we roll down. We'll do the same thing, parallel, feet together, feet in first, and then feet in second position, and then we'll talk through the rest. So just for an example, we'll be starting our roll downs. 1, 2, 3, 4, plie 2, 3, 4, stretch 2, 3, 4, and rolling up, making sure that your feet are parallel. Then we'll do it feet together, first and then second. Are you ready? All right, let me get my music going. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie, 2, 3, 4, and stretch. 2, 3, 4. Warming up the legs and the spine. Again, and 1. So we're going to be starting hip widths apart, but I'm going to be facing this way so you can see how I'm engaging my core and lengthening my spine for the flat back. Hands are going to be to your side. No pancake hands. We want to make sure there's life in them, but they're not pressed together. You're going to do it in the count of threes. Over 1, 2, 3, coming up. 2, 3, over 1, 2, 3, and up. 2, 3. We'll do that 4 times. Then we're going to add the arms. 1, 2, 3, and up. 2, 3. 1, they're in line with my ears. And 1, 2, 3. Like I said, you're trying to create a flat back. We'll do that 4 times. So let me repeat. 4 times flat back without the arms. 4 times flat back with the arms, and there will be an 8 count transition pressing down from side to side. From there, we're going to do our first variation, which is going forward, 2, 3, arms, 2, 2, 3. We're going to add a plie here, where the knees are going to go outside the feet, so your body and torso can come through, creating more of a flat back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, plie, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Come back up. 5, 2, 3. Press the hips forward. 6, 2, 3. Pelvic press. Back 7, 2, 3. Arms down. 8, 2, 3. Once again, I'm just going to speed through it. Forward 1, arms 2, plie 3, 4. Come up 5. Press the hips 6. Up 7. Press down 8. So that's our first variation. Second variation is going to be with a releve, an eleve instead of a plie. So what that looks like is going forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, eleve up 3. And you have 6 counts to come up. You're going to drop those heels down and you're going to press the arms to the side. We'll do that twice. Then to finish it all off, we'll kind of do what we just did in the beginning. We'll do our roll down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and. After that, we'll do that 4 times and then reverse it. So we'll go reverse it with the arms up, reaching as forward as you can, and you curve the spine up again in 6 counts. And that will be the end of the flat back series. So to repeat, 4 going forward, 4 coming up, then adding the arms. 4 going forward, 4 coming up, 6 count transition. Sorry, not 8s. I forgot we're doing 3s. Then we'll do our first variation. Go forward, add the arms, plie, making sure the body is in between. Knees are going on the outside. Stretch, come up, pelvic press going forward. Not sitting, but you're elongating the front, getting a nice stretch there. Up, and then the hands come down. Do that twice. Going forward, we come again. Add the arms, we elevate up, we balance. Balance, balance if you can, making sure the weight is on your 3 big toes, heels down to lengthening. Remember, you're not going down, you're stretching up through your roof, placing the arms down, and then we're followed with our roll downs and our rolls up. Think we have it? I hope you do. I know it's a lot, but that is part of the Horton series. Any modifications that need to be made, just make sure you have space and do what you can. I'm not here to kill you. Let's do our flat backs. 2, 3, and 1. And up. 2, 3, and over. And the balls of your feet. And over. Make sure your neck is in line. 1, 2, 3, and up. Brings back so many memories. You guys have no idea. 2, 3, and up. Now adding the arms. And 1, 2, this too well. But as you're going forward, you don't want to sit back into your heels. That's not good for your hamstrings. You want to make sure that every time you're going forward, you're above into the balls of your feet. Even when we're doing this, you want to make sure that you can elevate from here if needed. Now, at the more advanced stages of this Horton technique, there is an opportunity when you come down and you have to elevate all the way down as well. So you want to make sure that your weight is always on the front of your toes. Let's move on. Let's work on our primitive squat. Now, a lot of people kind of hate this portion, but we're going to start with our feet parallel. You're going to have let's have the arms right out in front of you and have the palms facing each other. You're going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4 without lifting your heels, and you're going to bring yourself, use those glutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 to get back up. We're just going to do that 4 times. Same thing when it's coming from the side, just so you have a better view of the primitive squat. Stick your tush out. Not like ballet where you have to be erect, but this way you're going to stick your tush out to get those heels to come down. Now remember, even in some cultures, they eat this way or they talk and communicate this way, but we tend to lose it as we get older. We don't really squat anymore. So we're going to try to work our Achilles. Let's just do 4 primitive squats and then we'll move into laterals. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Stay there if you can. Come up. Let's go and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you cannot do what I'm doing, go as far as you can and come up. 2 more times. Then go 1. Even if you have to go right here, stay there. Feel the burn. Reach for me. Reach for me. Reach for me. And up. Last time. Heels don't come off. The secret is getting that chest forward and my knees are out. Come up. And relax. Nice, nice, nice. How did that go? That's something to definitely try. Working on those Achilles, making sure they're elongated. Kind of basically you're doing a squat. Same thing in fitness, but you're going all the way down this time. So that's something to work on. Let's move into our lateral series. Making sure that we have a nice wide back second. And I'm sorry, for some reason, I feel like I can't fully see. And I know I set this up earlier, but let me just make sure that I'm not going crazy. Okay, I feel a little bit better about that. So let's have a wide open second. You may not be able to see my feet, but I'll explain everything. Feet are going to be in second position, hand on your hip. Left arm is going to be up. We're going to shift the hip to your left and reach over for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming up. 2, 3, 4. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, coming up. Oh, you heard that hip hop? We'll do that 4 times, then we'll do in 2s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's challenge you guys and let's do it 8 times, okay? Not 4. From there, we're gonna do it again with 2 arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 2, 3, 4. Repeat, and then 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll pause the music and then we'll go on to our first series, which will be over 1, 2, plie 3, 4. Shift that hip, 5, 6, come up 7, 8. When you're down over, you want to make sure you shift that hip and increase the stretch of that rib cage and bring both arms up. This is tough. It's not easy. Even when I was doing it consistently for 4 years, it never gets easier. So it's one of those things that you just have to power through. Okay? So repeating, 1 arm for 4 counts, then 2 counts, then adding the arms, 4 counts, and then 2 counts 8 times. First series, over, plie, stretch, come up, and over, plie, and stretch, and up. Again, all you need to do is be able to have side to side, okay? If your room is that small, try to go into the kitchen, go somewhere where you have some wiggle room with your arms. Nice wide second. Don't forget, you are allowed to shift your hips. So don't try to maintain that straightness. You want to increase the stretch of your rib cage and elongating the spine. Let's get started. I'm talking too much. Uh-oh, what happened to my music? Okay. And 1, Breathe through it. Good. 2 counts. And a 1, 2, and up. Shift. 1, 2, and up. 1, 2, and up. 1, 2, and up. Let's back to arms. 4 counts. 2, 3, 4, and up. Good. Nice, everyone. Shoulders down. The tendency is to get stiff. You want to think long. As if you're holding like a big giant rainbow and you're moving it across. And good. I'm going to face the side so you can see. Last one. 2 counts. 2 arms. And 1, 2, up. 2, 1, 2, up. 2, again. 1, 2, up. Now we're going to double the speed. Here we go. 8 times. Here we go. And over. 2. You got this. 3. 4. 4 more. 5. 6. 7. 8. And press. 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! All right. So same thing. We're going to go over plie 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Let's do that maybe 4 times because I know we did a lot for that last series. Let's play music. Start again. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie. 2, 3. Nice deep ground plie. Stretch. 2, 3, 4. Come up. 1 more to the left. And 1. Breathe. And plie. I know it's hard. Use that energy to hold that position, but lengthen. And up. Double cut, 2 counts. And 1, 2, plie. And stretch. Get even more increase. That side bend. And 1. Good, guys. And bend. I'm like sweating. Stretch. And up. Good. Excellent. That's enough of laterals. But now we're going to work on our release swings. Same thing. Feet are in second position. Not too turned out, not parallel. Just comfortably to your side. We're going to release the actual swing. So your preparation is 5, 6, over 7, flat 8. So now we're combining a little bit of both. We did our flat backs and we did our laterals. Now you're going to create a flat back while your feet are in second position. And you're going to release swing, release swing, release swing. Making sure that the hands are going to be in line with your ears. Lengthening out the spine. Let's do 8 of them. Get ready. 2, 3, 4, arms 5, 6, over 7, release it, guys, and release. 3, 1 more, well, 3 more. Lateral, press the arms down. Good. So we want to make sure that when you're doing your release swings, that you're releasing the neck. A lot of people tend to hold their neck as they swing. That's not going to be a good idea. You're going to end up with a neck ache. So as you go forward, our teachers used to stand one in front, one in back. And you have to be able to release and get as flat as you can when you're getting down there. So same rule applies. As you're down, you want to be as flat, again, not in your heels, you want to be over, flat as you can. Arms kind of come into first and then reaching your way out. And if I could hold your hands and pull you out, you would actually see what I mean. Let's do this again. Keep forgetting I have an eye watch. I need to get used to this. 2, 3, take it out. Up, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. Woo. You should feel fun. 4 more. 3, So we're gonna move on to our footwork. Feet are gonna be parallel. We're gonna do demi full, demi down tendu, and a flex and a point and close. Demi full, demi down tendu, and a flex and a point and close. Okay, we'll do the same thing en croix. Front, front, side, side, parallel, back, back, side, side, and then the same thing in first position. Okay, demi full, demi down. Demi full, demi down, tendu, flex. Working on our lateral T's. Now for this, you may need a little bit more room. If not, we can make the necessary modifications. We're gonna start off in second position. And what we're gonna do is, it's almost 7 o'clock. That means the whole of New York is gonna start banging pots and pans. So I might need to close the window. But we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna shift. I'm shifting to my right and I'm doing a high T. 5, 6, 7, 8. My supporting leg is turned out, my leg in the air is turned in facing all of you, okay? My arms are in the same position parallel. Then I come back to second, 2, 3, 4, shift, 5, 6, 7, 8. You wanna make sure, I'm gonna do it to the side, that you're flat. Again, the same concept of being in between two walls, okay? On your fifth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, you wanna turn out that right leg, the supporting leg that you're gonna be standing on even more to get onto this leg. And I'll explain why in a second, okay? The combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Shift that weight, 7 and 8. From there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're gonna go down to your lateral, which is why your supporting leg needed to be turned out. 1, 2, 3, 4, high 5, 6, T, 7, 8. So this is why your supporting leg has to be turned out, so it's easier for you to get on that flat position. When you're parallel, you end up falling backwards, just like I did. So you wanna make sure on that fifth one, you engage that heel to turn out, so you can stand up right away on it. Let's do this with no music. Just once, right and left, high T, then into our actual T. A 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Reach, 6, reach, 7, 8, and a 1, 2, 3, 4. High T. If you need to balance, go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is for your T. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. High T. 6, 7, 8. So same thing. As we're going to do that again, you want to make sure that you shift right away. Now, if you don't have space to do an actual T, Then with the high T's, repeat that again twice, but now try to see if you can go in releve and extend through that diagonal line. Like I said, Lester Horton was playing with the anatomical body positions. So we're seeing how linear can we get through all these positions. We're coming down into the ground and we're shooting up in 2 directions. It's never just up, you have to go down as well. Making sure again, that leg is turned out, standing leg is turned out, and the working leg is facing you. Let's try this again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, reach, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, let's T, and 1, 2, 3, 4, over, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope I did a T and not a Y. So, hope that worked out. Let's move on to our isolations. Get some water for 2 seconds. We're gonna stay standing and we're gonna work on our ribcage isolations. How's everybody doing? Good? Good, good, good. There it starts. 7 o'clock, it's the noise. If you hear the noise, that's because they're right outside my window, literally, so just FYI. Let's start with our hips. Okay, we're gonna make sure we're hip width apart, and we're going to do hips, pelvis front, pelvis side, pelvis back, pelvis side, and a front, and a side, and a back, and a side, okay? Front side, back side, front side, back side. Ready? A 5, 6, 7, 8, and a front, and a side, and a back, and a side. You're just walking, front, and a side, and a back, and a side. And like I said, if you can see my pelvis, it's moving in a square shape. Let's try it with music. Reverse, then back, side. Let's do this again. Okay, this is front, side, back, and side. 8, reverse. One other little fun thing I want to do. Then we do double time with the actual rib cage. Front, and a side, and side, and a back, and a side, and side. Now, when you do that, I want to see you guys go head up on the front. On the side, you look straight, head down when you go back, and head straight. So this is going to be front, then a side and side, back, and a side and side. So we're using our ribs, and we're using our head. Remember, when the ribs go front, your head is up. Center. Your head is center when the ribs go side. Head down when the ribs are back. Head straight when the ribs go left. So side to side, the head is straight. Front and back, the head is up and down. Good luck. Let's try it with music. A 5, a 6, figure 8 circles. Let's have both hands up. The hand that you write with, you're gonna tremble. The hand that you don't write with, you're gonna flick on the count. A 3, a 4, a 5, okay? Double hips. So we're gonna go 1 and 2, figure 8 and 4, and a 5 and 6, and a 7 and 8. We'll do that for 8 counts and then we'll switch. The hand that you now was trembling, you're gonna switch to flicking, okay? Good luck with that. Working on isolations, how we're using both sides of our brain. With music, I'm gonna tremble my right hand. Are we ready? Make sure the elbows are up, down into our plie. 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is hard. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Switch hands, guys. All right. Same foot and everything, but switch the hands. 5, 6, 7. Good luck. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, this is hard. 6, 7, 8. Yes, not bad, not bad. Let's move on to our parallel leg swings. So we're gonna have our hands back to the side, palms are facing down. We're gonna do our leg swings in parallel position. The whole goal is you want to brush front and have a strong parallel position, and then brush that all the way back, swoop, into this position here. So now, it may not be there today, that's okay. It won't be like that for me, I know. The rhythm is brush front and back and front, step forward, and front and back and front, step forward. Hands into the side, okay? Let's try it just like that. If you have room, great. If you do not have room, the modification will be to do it in place. 3, change feet, and 1, 2, 3, change feet, okay? Let's try it. Oh, I have this on shuffle. That's not what I want. Okay. 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Right foot. 6. Parallel leg swings. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 6, 7. Stomach engaged. Pulling up. Palms down. 2, 3, 4, and a 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Can we get a little bit more advanced? Let's add a stag balance. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, go forward, and we're gonna step into our stag. Now our stags look a little something like this. You're gonna have your arms in opposite position. One arm is gonna be to the front, one arm is gonna be to the back, but you want both shoulders facing front. You're gonna reach out and actually hit the stag position. Your back leg is going to be parallel and up this position. That's the goal. Your standing leg is gonna be in parallel, bending all the way down, and you're reaching for dear life. You should be able to see your foot in your camera if you can. That's what you want to do. Now, to make up for the time in between, we're going to do leg swing 1, 2, grand battement to the side, 3, plie 4, stag 5, 6, 7, 8. Then use that same foot to start again. Brush 1 and 2, battement 3 and 4, stag. If you don't want a battement, do exactly what I did. I just did a tandi. Brush 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Stag on 5, 6, 7, 8. Brush 1, brush 2, battement 3, plie, and stag. 6, 7, 8. Every time we're going into that stag position, we're making sure the arms are coming from the chest. They don't just come out of nowhere. It's an important moment there. We plie and you reach forward. Same thing, no peanut butter hands. Want to make sure they have life in them, but they're not glued together, okay? Let's try that. This is swing 1, 2, battement 3, 4, and stag. 6, 7, 8, and then the other leg. 2. Let's try it. 5, almost there. 6, 7, 8, and a brush. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, if you can, and guys want to get a little bit more fancy, well, why not? Instead of turning, since I don't know how everyone's space is going to be, we're going to do the same thing. Brush 1, 2, bottom off 3, 4, stag, 5, 6, and go into a lateral T, 7, 8. That's something we didn't do last week. So that's proving your balance. Once you're in your stag position, you're going to take the back arm and bring it down into your lateral T. So from the side view, hopefully I don't kick my TV. You're in a stag, and you bring that arm underneath to hit your T. And you brush again to start the next part. So, brush 1 and 2, bottom on 3, up 4, stag, 5, 6, T, 7, 8. Brush 1, up 2, bottom on 3, up 4, stag, 5, 6, T, 7, 8. Good luck. And doing a stag turn into a T. There's all sorts of different directions, and that's when the artistic expression actually comes out of the movement. So it's no longer about being linear, but now you're starting to dance the movement. And what does that look like? Let's move on. Let's do a little stretch. Let's do our lunges. Just gonna play some music. I'm gonna bring the camera down. It's like a little breather moment. We're just gonna do some lunges. Right leg in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch. You don't want to bring the back foot in. You just want to stretch it out. Lunge again. I'm always going to use the space. Don't fall asleep. Make sure your hands are parallel. You're gonna come up. 1, 2, 3, come down. 2, 3. Making sure your feet and head go down at the same time. 1, 2, 3, down 2, 3. 4 times. Second set. Up 2, 3, extend. 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and come down 4, 2, 3. I'm very short on time, but let's do it. I'll talk you through it. Ooh, we got this, guys. Almost there. And that's the tempo. Ready? Up Thank you guys, that was wonderful. We got through a little bit of everything. We did our flat backs, our roll downs, our primitive squats, our leg swings, coccyx balance. We didn't get to do leg fans. Maybe I'll do that in another class. But I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of that. I know my hip flexors and abs are already kind of to burn. It's been a while, and like I said, it's something that I practiced every single day in college. So I hope you guys can keep some of these informations and use it for yourself. Use it in your own practice, whether you're doing yoga, whether you're doing Pilates. Add a little bit of Horton in your technique. Thank you guys, thank you. So this is the portion where I get to answer a couple questions. Make sure you're following Dance Theater of Harlem, making sure you subscribe. There's always updated information. There's always updated classes, new teachers that are coming in. So be sure to follow Dance Theater of Harlem on all social media platforms, for Instagram, for Facebook, also on our YouTube channel. We're gonna be releasing some fun, amazing stuff from the company, so make sure you stay tuned on that. I'm not gonna share too much information. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you. Someone said they just appreciated my explanation of the movement. And yeah, like I said, if I had more time, I would love to be able to share more. There's a lot of details, like I said, that I got in 4 years that I'm just doing in 45 minutes. But if anybody wants more information on the Lester Horton technique, there is a DVD, there is a video. So I believe it's called The Dancing Technique of Lester Horton. You can find, and like I said, there's also music. If you type in Apple Music, Lester Horton technique, like I said, in Apple Music, I'm just answering that question, Lily TV. Yeah, that will be on there. If you just type in Horton technique, it should pop up in Apple Music or Google Play or whatever you use. And I use that to teach all my classes. Unless you have live percussionists, then you have live percussionists. Also, another thing I wanted to mention is that I'm wearing socks. Traditionally, Horton is done barefoot. So if you see people in there wearing socks, that's not tradition. But I just wanted to make that clear. Will I be teaching again next week? I don't know. I got to check my schedule. I got to check what my boss got us doing. DTH is still actually in motion virtually. So I have to see where they assign us. I know different company members will be teaching different things throughout. So I may not be back next week. I may still be. Yes, it's one of those things. Yeah, I haven't taken Horton in a long time either. And I'm like, oh my God, how did I do it? Freshman year all the way through, well, junior year. It was definitely a lot. So any other questions, just feel free to type them in. I'll just keep blabbing away. For those who don't know, I'm originally from Rahway, New Jersey. My mother was a member of the Dance Theater Harlem School. So I was introduced to dance at a very young age as she continued to teach throughout her career. I never wanted to be a dancer until the age of 18, until I got into college, which was Ailey Fordham. And then I decided to take it seriously. I was in a bunch of other companies. I worked with Beyonce. I was at Oakland Ballet. I was with Alvin Ailey too. I did some side gigs like the Black Iris Project, excuse me. So I've done a lot of cool things. I do not currently teach at DTH. No, I'm a full-time company member. So I'm usually there 9 to 5 or 10 to 6. And then we go on tour. Don't forget that Dance Theater of Harlem is a touring company. And we're hoping to be able to tour starting later in the summer or into the fall, depending on how things turn out. So be sure, this is why it's so important to follow dancetheaterofharlem.org to stay up to date with our touring season. Yes, we do master classes on tour. That's through the organization. So just so, you guys are aware of that. But like I said, just follow us on social media, spread the word, tell a friend, tag a friend. Next time I teach, I hope there's more of you in the room actually doing it together. Make this a family thing. Like, get the whole family involved in this, Horton. Or whatever classes we have going on, whether it's Afrofusion, whether it's yoga, whether it's ballet basics, whether it's fitness, whether it's conditioning. I know I like to do conditioning classes. And yeah, maybe I'll do something about, talking about being a professional dancer as well. Are there any other questions? I see people logging off. They like, this girl talks too much. But yes, follow me on my personal social media, which is Daphne732. Stay up to date with me. Yeah, follow DTH, see what the company members are actually doing, see what the Dance Theater of Harlem School is doing. We are all still in motion, just virtually, which is a new platform for us, being this way full time. But I think it's really interesting, and I hope that we are, continuing to be engaging with our audiences. So yeah, like I said, there will be some fun things happening. If you are able to donate, donate anytime, any amount to keep us going. This organization has done a lot. It has a legacy. It's built on a legacy. So make sure you donate, you support. If you know somebody that can donate and support and who has the ability to, anybody want to write me a check? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, I might get fired, but yes, make sure you support the arts in any way you can. So once again, I thank you for engaging with all of us, and I hope to see you again soon. Stay up to date on who's teaching next week. And on that note, have a beautiful, safe evening. Thank you guys. I'm Daphne Lee signing out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pay it forward. Yes, Denise, thank you. Donate and pay it forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, guys. See you later.